let's go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup so that we can go ahead and go on this date night, shall we? Jacqueline. Welcome back to Dreams of Music and Makeup, or welcome here if this is your first video with me. If it is, welcome. Consider subscribing if you enjoy beauty videos. I generally put them out on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I would love for you to be along for them. Click that bell to stay in the loop of everything that comes up on this channel. If you are interested to get this look that I am wearing today, you are in the right place. Today we're doing this together. It is date night, and I thought this was an appropriate date night look. We're doing another look featuring this Makeup Revolution palette for you, doing something very cool toned. I did use one other shadow in this process, but I'm sure you will be able to find something comparable in your own collection. If you are excited to get this look with me and do something a little more cool toned today, give that video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. And let's dive into the application portion of this video. Let's get you guys caught up on this eye. I'm going to start off with my ABH single shadow in the shade Stone. These are available individually on Ulta and Sephora's website, as well as Anastasia's site. I'm taking that on a Wet n Wild fluffy crease brush. This is from their pink and white collection. You can find that at your drugstore. And I'm going to use this as our transition shade throughout the entire crease. Now I'm going to take that same crease brush and dip it into this gray shade from the Makeup Revolution Division palette. And I'm just going to start to layer that into the crease. Now I'm going to grab my Sigma E25 and reach into this deep plummy shade in this palette. And I'm just going to place that on the outer corner of the eye. Once I want to start blending it into the crease, I'm picking out the more burgundy shade in the palette. Back into the gray shade to just blend out these edges. And then with my pointer finger, I'm going to pick up this kind of pinky white duochrome shade and place that on this exposed skin area just so it blends everything together. That little hint of pink is going to play off the purple shades that we already have in this look. I'm going to pick up my Real Techniques smudge brush and I'm going to reach for that burgundy shade again. And then the brown. And then I'm going to blend it out with a little bit of that transition shade we started with. Now I'm going to pop off and do a little bit of eyeliner, and then I will be right back. I'm not going to do a wing or anything like that. I'm just going to do a basic line along my upper lash line with some liquid liner. I applied some liner and some mascara since we were pretty much done with the eyes. Let's go ahead and apply the rest of my makeup so that we can go ahead and go on this date night, shall we? I'm going to use this L'Oreal True Match Bloomy bronzer. This has been a favorite of mine this summer. I'm going to take that on this Wet n Wild tapered face brush. I don't know what it's really called. I threw away the box, I'm sorry, and they didn't print the names on them. Worry if my hair looks a little crazy right now, because that is the last thing I do as far as getting ready, is I style that last. just because holding it out of the way for applying mascara and all these different facial products can kind of bend my hair out of shape. So I wait to do that until my makeup is done. Nothing warms my heart quite like getting a message from one of you saying that you're using something I recommended and you love it. That just warms my little heart. Let's go ahead and choose a blush. I'm thinking, since we did something pretty cool tone, I want to stay kind of neutral to cool for the blush. I'm going to reach for this. I believe this color has been discontinued. This is the shade Awakening Rose by Milani, their rose powder blush collection. Let me swatch it for you. This is kind of more on the neutral side, so I think that this will kind of bridge the gap. I don't really want to do a super cool tone blush because I just don't want my makeup to be that loud. I was actually discussing this with someone in my comment section today. I believe it was Paula. We were discussing undertones and picking blushes, and I did say that, in case you're new around here, I do have neutral leaning warm undertones. I'm going to start applying this blush with this dual fiber crown brush. My undertones are leaning warm, but I am not a straight yellow undertone. So warmth means yellow in the skin color, and coolness generally means like pink. So you think of the warm to cool as a spectrum. I'm in the middle, leaning slightly towards warm. That's why you see a lot of peachy blushes in my collection, because they're very flattering. They cater to that undertone of my skin and bring it out even more. So it's a very brightening, life-giving color to my face. So that is my preference. Cool tones on a warm skin tone still look good, but they contrast against the skin tone, making it look a little bit more poppy or almost out of place, but in a good way. Kind of like when I was wearing that cool tone lip color with that very warm yellow tone eye look. Essentially, that's what I'm talking about. So that lip color popped so much because everything else in that look was warm, including my undertone. So that's why it looked as intense as it did, even though that lip color was pretty nude. Actually, I am not going to highlight, which is a really strange thing. This is the brush I use to set my face with just translucent powder, so I like to use this on my cheeks to do an overall final blend without contributing more product. If you would like to see what I highlight my skin with, make sure you are subscribed, or if that video is up before this one, I will link it for you over here. Was that cool tone lip liner I was wearing in that video. If it interests you, this is the L'Oreal Color Riche Matte Sharpenable Lip Pencil in the shade 110. So that is the lip color I would choose with this look personally, just because I want something that's close to nude but doesn't compete with the look, so I stuck with that cool tone. If you wanted to do something a little different, you could use a warm tone nude on the lips. That would pop a little bit more and make the look a little more interesting. If you enjoyed this one, please give it a thumbs up before you go. That helps me out so much, and I would love to hear from you in that comment section. If you have any ideas for new videos, I am super open to them. Leave them for me in that comment section down below. I hope this video finds you well and you're having a wonderful day or evening wherever you are. I hope you keep dreaming, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!